Indy is 0-8. I love this trend. It has nothing to do with this game except for the fact that I love to say it. The Pacers are 0-8 against the spread as a road dog after meeting Memphis. All right, welcome back to the NBA Parlay of the Day. Today we're going to build, and we're going to actually hit one game 2 times over. So we're going to hit a 3-leg parlay, even though one of them is the same game parlay. We're going to do it with ease. We're not going to stress. We know that when we hit this, we're good for the week. So thank you. As always, I ask that you hit the thumbs up button if you've strolled on in here. But let's start with this Pacers-Celtics game. Look, I think a couple of things jump out for me right away. Tyrese Halliburton is back. We expect him to play, but for how long? And that's the big key surrounding this basketball game, which is, Boston comes in on the second leg of a back-to-back. We'll talk about that in a second. But two big things fuel me towards laying the 6.5, not 7, if you're playing this in a same-game parlay, with the Celtics. The first is we just don't know how long Tyrese is going to be out there. He's missed 10 of 11 games. He already had a setback when he came with that hamstring and now had to miss some more games. He's going to be on a minutes restriction. They're on the road. They're taking on the Celtics. Oh, by the way, this is revenge from when Benedict stole the show the last time out. So, I look at this right away, and I'm jumping on the Celtics minus 6.5 in the same game parlay. Boston, not just dealing with revenge here, although that's a pretty big part of it. The other side of this is where the Celtics are in this spot specific. 18-10 straight up against the spread in the series when coming back from same season revenge. So they're 18-10. You can look at how many times rosters and whatnot have changed over, but that's a recent one too, where they've already played a couple of times. Last time they were out, Benedict with the bucket winning right there with no time left on the clock. 13-5 against the spread, last 18 against the Pacers when Indy has a winning record. Pacers are definitely an intriguing squad this year, but Miles Turner banged up. You got 3-4 guys who could miss this game, probably 3, the fourth being Halliburton, who's going to play. So you're down 2 of your top 4 scorers, and you've got Halliburton on a minutes restriction. Indy is 0-8. I love this trend. It has nothing to do with this game except for the fact that I love to say it. The Pacers are 0-8 against the spread as a road dog after meeting Memphis. We have to look at Jason Tatum. We have to look at this Boston squad, even though they may not have Kristaps Porzingis on the second leg of a back-to-back. Oh, no. What do we do? What do we do? They don't have Porzingis. They're screwed. Not so much. The bigger thing that I look at isn't because we have the Celtics winning, isn't by how much or anything else. We've already laid the 6.5. It has to do with totals. It has to do with scoring. And yes, the Pacers, we know, will entertain a track meet with anybody. It doesn't matter how lethargic, out of shape, or how many bodies are missing. If you want to get up and down the floor with the Pacers, they are a willing dance partner. The Boston Celtics, they seem to oblige in this spot. The Pacers are 5-1 to the over on Tuesday road games. That's how the schedule's worked out, where they've played, they've been on there. More importantly, though, for Boston, 5-1 to the over when hosting in this series. But the big thing being the Celtics, 10-1 to the number as home favorites with no rest. Do you understand? They have covered 10 of their last 11 games as home favorites with no rest. Well, it's the second leg of a back-to-back. They've already shown they've hit 10 of their last 11 overs. And that number is high simply because of the Pacers. But the Celtics are also a willing dance partner. This is like Dancing with the Stars right now, the winning couple. I don't even know who it would be. I haven't seen that show since like the first episode. It was enough for me. Bang, like a lot of you. Bang, if you're still here, hit the thumbs up button, please. We would love that. And that's plus 275 right now for our first leg. You've got 2 basketball teams that are taking the floor tonight, and it's a race to see who cares less. It truly is. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, the Philadelphia 76ers just had no interest in showing up and doing anything in this road trip. And to be honest with you, I don't think Joel Embiid, I know there's a game threshold here, but I don't think he should be eligible to win the MVP, which is probably the best thing possible that a Sixers fan could say because he'll be rested and all. But look, on the other side, you've got chaos. You now have multiple all-stars that are reportedly on the trade block. Klay Thompson, they can't get rid of this guy fast enough. They simply cannot. And yet, where we stand now is a Golden State team hosting Philadelphia. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know who cares less. I don't know which team wants to get out of the building faster right now and just get the hell out. Neither basketball team has done anything over the last 4 or 5 games that would illustrate they give a shit about this game tonight. In fact, it's a rest central spot we anticipate for Philadelphia, and the Warriors are just barely better right now. I'm assuming, of course, that not all hands are going to be on deck for Philadelphia, hence that line there. Here's another thing, too. The Sixers struggle on the road. Here's another thing, too. Guys perk up when they're playing behind or maybe in front of a guy like Klay Thompson thinking, oh, he could be out. He could be out. That's more minutes for me. This is an opportunity to shine. You better believe it. Same thing with injury. When you have a player of note who is either out or on the trade block, anybody filling in or taking advantage of that void steps up. You're not going to find that in Philadelphia. These guys are used to players like Embiid sitting out. There's the parlay, plus 509. First is the 2-leg. Celtics minus 6.5 over 245.5. Second is the Warriors, minus 160. All right. That's a 3-leg parlay, same game plus or whatever they call it there. And it's plus 509 for you. Now, we give it to you on BetMGM for a reason. There's a QR code, so you can go ahead and flash that sucker. Bet 5, get 158 back. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Did you see? Did you hear? Bet $5, get $158 back. It's that easy. It's that simple. You do not need to waste your time and do anything else. You can sign up with the link or the QR code. It's totally up to you. Speaking of which, on your way out, there's the Discord. We'd love it for you to be part of OddsShopper. When you sign up for the entire site, the parlay builder, the tools, the plus EV, the expert picks, all of that, you get the Discord too. So there's a link below. I've given you BetMGM money back instantly, and now I'm giving you the Discord, 20% off that. And in true fashion, because we missed it yesterday, here's Isaiah's NBA plays. I'm going behind the paywall. Again, behind the paywall. Again, nobody said anything about yesterday's video, so we'll keep doing it today. Hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you. And as always, if you can subscribe, that is gigantic. We're here for free. We're doing this because we love it, because we love you. The community is growing. Clearly, we're doing something right, but it's not right without you here. So please, if you can subscribe on the way out, that would be gigantic. Any little comments you want to leave, we're here for you, and let's cash this, and we're good for the week.